Barriers in the business world can take generations to overcome. Oftentimes it's because of a lack of funding, education, or collaboration, and that's why it's so important to support.
And 11 Alive's Joe Ripley tonight is introducing us to one business owner using his connections to go into business for himself and now to also give back to others.
So after we're done,
you can ask Isaiah Smith.
Beer has roots in Africa.
Or look at his t-shirt. Beer is Black history. But historically, the beer industry hasn't looked like him.
Less than 1% of breweries in operation right now are Black owned. And so there was a huge gap in the market specifically for the type of beer that we were making, leveraging ingredients that spoke closer to our palate.
Smith and his family started Our Culture brewing with connection to the land in mind.
There's a lot of synergy in grabbing the freshest raw materials from the great stewards of the land and then really just taking that and honoring that into the beer that we produce.
We have goats and chicken out here.
One of those stewards, Christina Hilton. She owns Iron Lion Farm in Oconee County. Over 60 acres, once used for sugarcane, now used by Hilton and her husband to grow produce and tend to livestock, patiently adapting to the different seasons of life. Their work connects them to Black history, a nod to the past, a need for the here and now, and a notion to leave a legacy.
I'm always mindful of that and the labor and the sweat and tears and the sacrifices.
The landscape for Black business owners looks a lot more promising moving forward from Miguel Lloyd's viewpoint with the Atlanta Black Chambers. The group helps link more than 1,000 businesses across 30-plus counties. Lloyd says those connections can break barriers for minority business owners like access to funds, training, and collaboration.
Under 3% of contracts are going to African-American businesses in a community that's well over 40% African-American. We have to try to figure out how to change that.
Back at the brewery, Fenwick Broyard III emphasizes diversity and brings new perspective to Creature Comforts, one of the top 40 beer makers in the nation.
What if we created an opportunity for somebody to come join our staff, do what they do while we teach them how to do what they want to do? Then we're opening up pathways for equity to be achieved in the industry.
On top of the brew deck here.
That's exactly how Isaiah Smith got his start in the beer industry at Creature: connection. And as much as beer is a part of Black history, Smith wants beer and business to be a bigger part of the future.
I think it's vital that we collectivize and band together and assist one another so that we can build infrastructure so the people coming behind us don't have to struggle as hard as we did to get to where we're at.
In Athens, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.